What's up, guys? Coming on here to talk about the trade deadline. Obviously, the big move is getting Colby White as our lead point guard for mainly the second unit. And Peterson and company did say he's been dealing with some calf issues, so we'll hold him out until after the All-Star break, which is, I believe, 4 games until the All-Star break. So we'll be a little short-handed guard-wise when we traded Tyus Jones, who we got from Orlando for 2 second-round picks. I think it's $7 million trade exception added there, and a wing that I can't think of his name right now, Bynum maybe, from Dallas. And then Xavier Tillman intrigues me very much. He was with Charles Lee in Boston, a teammate of Miles Bridges, kind of fallen out of rotation. But I seemingly remember him having a couple of huge games when he was with the Grizzlies against us. And he gives us a little more size. I think that was the only thing that I was a little disappointed that we didn't add a little bit more size with only 2 centers in Musa and Ryan Kalkbrenner. But Xavier Tillman does give you that, and been working on the 3, and the physicality has been there for him. But talking back to Colby White, I think this is really, really perfect. Averaging 19 points per game, have been consistently performing and playmaking with Chicago. I know people bumped on the fact that he was only shooting 43% with our playmakers and the rotations. Once we iron that out, I think that field goal percentage is going to go way up. And it sounded like Peterson wants Colby White around for a long time, so that bodes well maybe for a long-term contract, which I absolutely love. And Colin Sexton on an expiring contract, and Dang as well. He was traded 3 times in the past 24 hours, so wild times for him. But Mason Plumlee couldn't give us much because of his groin surgery, but the veteranness of Mason Plumlee, Pat Connaughton, that's going to be missed, but I think you get that with Xavier Tillman, and we've got a lot of leaders in that locker room, clearly. So I'd like to thank all those guys, Colin as well. Colin had some really good games with Charlotte, and the leadership was there. Just when they were bad games, it was a turnover machine. So it was kind of up and down for him, but really appreciated the heart and hustle that Colin gave us every single time, and best of luck in Chicago and beyond. But I really like this trade deadline. I know it's not splashy or anything, but Jeff Peterson saying that this core group deserves to see it through, not just because this 7-8 game stretch that we're trying to push our 7-game winning streak to 8 against the Houston Rockets. Shorthanded is going to be a tough ask for sure, but I really appreciate that he was steadfast and honoring the work that this group has put in, and allowing them to see how it's going to finish, and continuing to cultivate the chemistry, the culture, and stacking up W's at the same time is awesome. Plus, you got 14 second-round picks and 7 firsts in the next handful of years. I think we are in a really good spot, and I can't wait to see how this season finishes and going forward. But I think this is really, really quality, and I think there's Josh Green and Grant Williams and those guys, They might not put up a ton of actual tangible stats that you see, but they make the non-scorecard type of plays that I think is important to keep around as well. And Tre Mann. I know Tre Mann's lost the rotation spot, but he's got a chance to step up big in this time where we don't have as much guard depth as we'd like, with waiving Mike Conley as well. I forgot he was in the Chicago Bulls part of the deal, but he'll probably go back to Minnesota. But Tre Mann did have 20 points in a quarter against Utah in full garbage time. He can put the ball in the basket and do really good things. We've seen it when he came over in the from the trade at OKC. He was the truth. So he's got a chance to keep the head above water and keep helping us win and making us think about the rotations and things of that nature while Kobe White is getting healthier. And just continue to make the decisions even harder for the coaching staff. And just going out there, not thinking about it, and playing is going to be really key for Tre Mann. And I like Tre Mann. There's a reason we signed him to the contract. It's just been a little unlucky and stagnant with the minutes this year, the back injury, the this, that, and the other, kind of the Charlotte Hornets DNA of bad luck injury-wise. But he's got a really big opportunity, and I can't wait. But I really think that this is a foundational trade deadline that might not break the internet, so to speak, but I think it's helping us trend forward even more. And I know it was subtle moves here or there, but we gave away 3 picks in the Colin Sexton, Kobe White deal, and we got 2 back from the Tyus Jones deal. So that's just good asset management, and that is one thing that Jeff Peterson has done a fantastic job of since taking over for in the front office, and it really makes me smile in a good way. And watching the Hornets play competitive basketball on a nightly basis is something we've been starving for a while, and I think it's going to continue, and it's going to just continue to get better. And I can't wait to see what we can do tonight against Kevin Durant and the vaunted Rockets, shorthanded, but we'll see what happens. But as always, Buzz City, all flag, go Hornets. It's trending upwards, and it's feeling really good to be a Hornets fan. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, helps out a lot. Thanks, guys.